Hey, it's Stephanie Staples here, and I am pumped, jazzed, and excited because I am just coming off my second 12-hour walk. And my good friend and colleague, Michelle Cederberg, fellow Hall of Fame speaker, is asking me about it. She sends me a text. She says, I think I'm going to do it next month. Let's talk about it. So here we are. We're going to kind of have like an interview slash conversation. You get to be a fly on a wall, and hopefully there might be some information that you can use that might give you some ideas too. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Steph, who is the trier of all things.
Many things.
I decided that maybe a 12-hour walk disconnected from technology would be a better entry point than a 10-day silent retreat.
And even this probably sounds like a lot. So yeah, I don't even know if I said it was unplugged. So there's kind of two components to it. One is the 12-hour walk, which for some people might be the huge challenge. And the other part of it is 12 hours completely unplugged, which for some people that also might be a huge challenge. I don't know which would be more challenging for you or what you anticipate, but what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, I was intrigued by the idea. I mean, you kind of floated it to me last year, and I went, not a chance. And I don't remember why I was so reticent last year when you brought it up. But when I saw on Facebook that you had just finished your second one, I thought, huh, maybe that's what I need. And I think right now I'm feeling a little bit busy and distracted and all sorts of competing priorities and all sorts of things going on in my business life and just thinking about things in my personal life that I was like, do I go to a counselor? What do I need? And then this came up and I thought maybe I just need to spend some time with myself.
Wouldn't it be cool if it was something that simple? I looked back, I reread my blog post from the last time that I did it, and I was terrified last time. I was not terrified about the 12 hour of walking. I'm fairly fit. I felt like I can do that. But I was really terrified about not even about being unplugged. I was terrified about being alone with myself in my head for 12 hours. Last time, terrified is the
Like,
word.
I hope I'm an interesting person.
Right? Like, what am I going to do with myself? Like, where am I going to go in my head? But this time I was excited about it. It was really different. This time is some plans got canceled at the last minute. So I had a whole day where I was supposed to be somewhere else, completely canceled. Like my calendar's completely empty on this day. That never happens. I woke up at 6:30. I'm like, what if I did it today? I checked the weather and I'm like, I think I could do it. I threw some things together. And so there was no planning at all, but I was excited about it this year, which was, I think, really neat and speaks highly of it that it was such a great experience last time.
So I just for a bit of clarification for the people who are watching this, like unfold the 12-hour walk. What is it? You know, how did you
So
find out about it? This,
there is a,
what do you
there
have to
is,
do?
yeah. So there's a book called Guess the 12-Hour Walk. It's by Colin O'Grady. He's this world adventurer and he's paddled across the Drake and climbed every peak and I don't know, insert
Everest
adventure.
twice.
He has
Yep.
done it. Okay. Like they're just like, so when COVID happened, whatever current adventure he was planning got kaput. So he just walked out his front door and he did this 12-hour unplugged walk and came back just feeling like a new human and wrote a book about this and started this movement. So I think there's 2 days technically in the year that they have this, that they call it walk together, walk alone together or something movement. Um, and I always think there are so many things that we hear and see and read about and witness other people do, like you, for example, with your epic bike rides, and we go, oh, I could never do that. But where I think the learning comes in here is if we can listen to the concept of it and then pull it down and make it our own. So instead of just going, I could never do that kind of bike ride like Michelle does, or I could never do this 12-hour unplugged walk like Steph does, like what are we looking for at the end of the day, and how can we make this our own? Like could you do a 2-hour unplugged walk? Could you, like, so the rules of his are quite a bit different than what I actually did. So his is a loop. So his suggestion is you loop yourself and you be back in your front door in 12 hours. But right away I knew I didn't want that. I didn't want to have to time it to figure out. I didn't want to have to figure out my route. I just wanted to walk and turn where I wanted to turn and go where I
Go where
wanted to
your
go.
heart pulls
And I
you.
told the hub, like, I'll call you in 12 hours and please plan to pick me up somewhere around this general vicinity, which is what happened. And I think turning it into my own walk, So look, whatever other rules he has, it's like, well, you can do them exactly like that, but
But
basically,
you can rest when you need to for however long you need to. You can like feed yourself and do all of that kind of stuff. So it's not like you could be walking step for 12 hours.
no, and I certainly wasn't walking for 12 hours, and my takeaways this time were really, really specific. And I was very excited about them, and they kind of came to me at near the end of it. This one I started quite late in the day. So I started at, well, not late in the day, but it was 8:30. So it was 2 hours later than last time. I wanted to make sure it was light on both ends of my trip. And you want to make sure, obviously, where you're walking is, safe.
Hmm.
But so by the time I finished, it was getting dark. It was 8:30 at night. It was getting dark. But these words that came to me, the first one was peace. Like just the not having to answer to anybody, not having to check anything, not just, it was so incredibly peaceful that,
Think about it. Everybody who's watching this, who wouldn't benefit from that kind of peace,
right?
disconnected
And like,
space?
no, people know they are not going to hear from me today. Like, I'm not responding to anything. I'm not here today. I'm off the map. Oh, and you know what? The world survives. Like, oh, I'm not that important, apparently.
That was your first P.
That was my first P. And the second one was permission. So, in a life where you were often, helping, serving, giving, sharing with others, the permission to have a whole day to turn left if I want, turn right if I want, go straight if I want, not have to keep up to anybody else's pace or not hold my pace back for anybody else, figuratively and literally. Um, to rest, like you said, to rest when I want. I think I had like a 15-minute nap on a beach at one point, and I think I only woke up because a dog barked at my face. I might have still be sleeping on the beach, right? To take off my socks and not have to rush and put my feet in the ocean and do just the permission to stop and smell the roses, literally, except that it
Well,
wasn't
that
really.
was one of the reasons why I thought maybe I need to go talk to a counselor because I am a speaker, I'm an educator, I'm a coach, I'm a mentor. I'm always giving and sharing my wisdom or advice or whatever it might be. And I realized that I don't have a whole lot of opportunity where I can just be fully selfish. I don't get it. I don't get it from the people around me as much as I, would like. And, so
So that was a
permission.
learning from last year because last year, early into my walk, I was like, this will make a great article. And I write for a local magazine. I'm like, oh my gosh, this will be and so my whole 12 hours, I had turned this into how will this help other people and what can other people do and how can I make this a great article and experience for other people? Because that's what we do. That's
Hmm.
literally who we are and how we show up
Yeah.
in the world. So this time I was like, nope, this walk is just for me. And the other thing I did differently this time, which I highly recommend, last time I let myself use the phone to take pictures, and I let myself use the phone, the notes app, so that I could write little notes.
Oh,
And it was spring on Vancouver Island, and I
gorgeous.
can't express how beautiful it was and is, and how many pictures I took. Because also I was writing an article, right? So I realized that every time I touched my phone,
It sends a message to your brain, and the dopamine starts to do its thing
even if I
again.
wasn't checking, even if it was on airplane mode, no matter what, I was still
I
touching
was
that.
thinking about that. I was thinking of you, and I thought, like, I don't need my phone. I'd probably bury it at the bottom of my backpack and just not even come near it for that very reason.
That was one of the biggest learnings that I took away from last year. And when people say they're going to do it, I want to tell them that.
So
Don't.
permission was your second P. I want to make sure we get to the third one because I didn't hear it on Facebook when you were sharing. I don't
It
think you
was
did.
perspective. So just because
Okay, you
you're
did say
going
perspective,
so
and I didn't get
slow,
okay,
right?
yeah.
You're in the car, I'm often on my bike or you're whizzing by things. And so just to see almost every road that says no exit means no exit with a car. Many, many, many of them have exits on a bike or exits if you're walking. Many of them for me led to a beach. Many of them, so every one that I would have normally, if I was with somebody else, right, I would have, oh, I don't want to make them stop or whatever. But I had this whole new perspective of seeing things at a much, much slower level and not being, I didn't have to get anywhere by a certain time. right? Like it didn't matter where I ended up. It didn't matter where I finished. It didn't matter how many detours I took. It didn't matter if I backtracked. The perspective was completely different.
And I think that's why things like the Camino are so popular as well. I flew from Calgary to Kelowna today. You don't see much when you're flying. Got into a rental car, drove from Kelowna to Penticton, saw just a little bit more. After this call, I'm going to go and I'm going to walk along the seafront. As soon as we slow down, biking is different. You see a little bit more.
Mhm.
Walking is different. You see even more,
Right. And
which,
even the perspective you see from the
yep,
plane is one thing,
to
right? The
the
perspective
car,
you see
yep.
from all the, but this one just having that, like, and I think maybe it was the three together, the peace and the perspective and the permission to just, should I go this way? Yeah, I could get more kilometers in if I went this way, but it doesn't matter. Like I
Well,
did,
and to that point, you don't have to walk fast, and you don't.
no, not at all. And I was like last year, I did start from my front door last year. And this year I started from around from where I finished last year so that I would have a new kind of leg.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that was very purposeful. I forgot where I was going with that.
Well, you said that the pace of your walking last year.
Oh yeah, so about the phone. So I didn't check tides, which I would normally do. I didn't check temperature, but it was neat to see, oh, the day is getting warmer, layers are coming off. Oh, it's getting cooler as the end of the day. It's going in. Oh, the tide looks like it's coming in. I probably should get off the shoreline now.
So
Um,
you're using all your senses in different ways
yes, I
rather than
didn't
just
pull out my
consulting Google.
exactly. I didn't, oh, that's an interesting flower. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to look on Google Lens. It's still a beautiful flower. Oh, those birds that are chirping. I'm not going to check Merlin. I might check Merlin. Oh, what kind of bird is that? Do I enjoy it more because I checked Merlin? I don't I don't know. Probably not. So
Such a
all of these things,
fascinating way of looking at it because we're
like,
so connected.
yes, it's just so like it would just be so I'm like chirp, 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 chirp. Oh, nope, not I'm just gonna enjoy the chirp, 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 chirp. And so I did start it. I started my Strava, my fitness app, to track where I went and to track the kilometerage. So I was at like 30, I think it said 36 kilometers, just a little more than that, which is like 22 miles. Last year it was 42 or something. It's like, close to a full marathon that you're walking. But if I was walking at a good pace, oh, I know what I was going to tell you. Last year I left my front door and my walk that normally takes me 25 minutes every other day took me over an hour
Oh,
because I
cool.
was just like, noticing things
I got
and
12 hours to kill.
yeah.
I don't have to
And I
rush.
did run into a friend. She's like, "Oh, I'll walk with you." And I'm like, "Oh, not today." But I mean,
Did you explain why?
yes, I did. I explained why, and also about food. I brought some food, but I also allowed myself to stop at a restaurant. I picked up a panini and I ate it on the beach. And mostly I packed stuff, but it's not like, oh, I'm not going to talk to anybody. Like it's for me, it's not that rigid. You can do whatever you want. So what I want people to hear is that you can make it whatever you want to make it. So maybe you'd love to go on a Camino, but that's not in the cards for you right now, right? It's just too much. Well, maybe something like this. Or you said the 12-day retreat that we talked about last time, the silent retreat felt like too much for you right then. But then this is like, you're kind of leaning into this. Well, for someone else, if the 12 hours feels like too much, frick, you can take an hour and just
Yeah.
leave your like unplug and just go with that intention that I'm looking for peace. I want some permission I have to go wherever I want, and I just want to see things from a different perspective. Like
Yeah. No, I love
everybody
those.
can do it if they want to.
I love it. I love the idea. I mean, for me, 12 hours of slow walking will be fine. I mean, my feet will probably feel it, but cardiovascularly, I'm fine.
Of
So
course,
that's not even
yes.
the issue. I'm not even so worried about spending time with myself. I guess we'll wait and see. But I even think about the thing I'm thinking about is that, oh my gosh, can I even afford to give up 12 hours to go and do this? Which is
You're
freaking
not that
ridiculous.
important.
I'm not that important. On a weekend, I don't go near my work and
Yeah.
like unless I'm working. And so of course I can give it up. It's for me having to wrap my head around the fact that I can't check my phone, that I can't play my games or, check
Mind
Instagram or
mind shift. What if it's not that you're giving up at all? You are not giving up that day at all. You are getting a whole new day that you have literally never had a day like that before.
I'm
For
excited
sure.
about it. I mean, I saw it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's what I need right now. That's the entry point. I just need some time to myself, fully to myself,
Yeah.
to just not be beholden to anyone or anything, or not make any decisions that are life-changing, or not have to work, or not check emails, or not answer my husband's questions or anything.
To just be, like those are the two words, just be.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
very
it. And
appealing
so
to me.
no matter, I think no, though, no matter how fit you are, like your feet will probably feel it, your hip flexors will feel it.
Hmm.
Putting my feet in the water was a wonderful thing to do if you can get by water. A
Well, I
change of
live right near the Bow River, so
Yes, that would feel great. A change of socks halfway through is like a lovely idea. So whatever you can do to make yourself more comfortable. And I think last year I packed more stuff too. And this year it was like, what do I need? Like,
yeah,
really, what do I need? I
a
don't need
few
that.
layers, water, and then a wallet.
And there was, yeah, and there was, there's, unless you're out in the boonies, which probably you shouldn't be for the whole time. But I mean, I went up one side of a mountain and down the other, which was really cool. Not a mountain, but okay, a hill, which normally you'd go hike up and you'd see the view and hike down the same way. But this was really a neat perspective to go up and then over the other side and just, I didn't have to get a car or, whatever, wherever I end up, I end up. But I stopped at the gas station to refill my tea, put hot water, bought tea bags. I stopped some at another little store when had, refilled my water. So, there's stuff around. You're not gonna, and the bathrooms, wherever you can get them, you can get them. But, I
It
just,
sounds very intriguing to me. And so, like, I'm on the road every week for the next 7 weeks. And so at the end of it, I think it's going to be at the end of May
you know what?
that
Put
I'm
it on
going
your
to do it.
calendar. Here's my suggestion. Put it on your calendar. You can always move it if you have to move it. But if you block out that day, then you know that day is blocked out. Otherwise, it is hard to find. I thought if I don't go this morning, I don't know when I'm going to go
Yeah.
because there's always something, right? But
Hmm.
you block out that day. And I even put for next year, I already put plan 12-hour walks, like next March, so that I can look ahead in my calendar, block out that day. And I hope this is an annual thing that I can do some
Yeah, I'm
version
really
of.
looking forward to it. So it's yet another thing that had been inspired to do by my friend Stephanie
Ah,
Staples.
yeah, I'm excited for you and for who's ever listening, whatever version. And again, I think the most important thing to hear in all this is whatever you see other people do, whatever they do, you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
Listen to it
choose your
conceptually.
size. Choose
Yeah,
what works for
choose your
you.
own adventure, but pull out whatever little pieces, thread that you can get from it and create your own adventure. The rules, you can make them up for
And in the
yourself.
meantime, your viewers can look up 12hourwalk.com. But
Sure.
if you just Google 12-hour walk,
You
you'll get the
Google tell
information
them.
because that's what
Yeah.
I did. And it was quite helpful because it was take your time, rest if you need to. It's,
Yeah.
but the goal is get rid of this freaking thing. You're
Yes.
not going to have it,
And
in your face at all.
it
So that
doesn't
appeals
matter
to
how
me.
far you go, doesn't matter how fast you go. It just matters that you just go and
And
treat
just be
yourself. You're
you.
not giving us something up, you are getting something back. I can't wait to talk to you on the flip side of this.
Oh, that was
And
another thing because they say take a video of your thoughts and intentions before and then take one at the end. And
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so that's kind of cool.
And if you don't, so like it
My
doesn't
goal would be to
matter.
take it, put my phone away, and not touch it again for 12 hours until I have to phone my husband to pick me up from wherever the heck I'm at.
Exactly, exactly.
Thanks for your time, Steph. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
you enlightening me on this wonderful little
Yay! Good luck,
thing. And
everybody. I hope you do something. If you do, I mean, anyway, I will write a blog post about this one too, but or maybe this is the blog post right here, but
right.
do it just for you. Now I'll figure out how to stop this recording. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you, Steph.